Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. I hope you guys are having a blessed start of your day and your week. We're going to get into some Nicki Minaj shenanigans, honey. Do your girl a favor. Thumbs up the video. Go ahead and hype up the video. Click the button. It's right there. Thank you. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you have not so that you are actually getting the news once I get it uploaded. So, y'all know Nicki Minaj has been inside of the news for acting as if her and Donald Trump has been the best of friends. She's been calling for the arrest of Don Lemon, talking about Jay-Z, Lizzo, Chrissy Teigen. I mean, the list can go on. Nicki Minaj has really been out here acting vile for a while, seeming as if she is unhinged. I'm not sure if she's working on getting her husband or her brother pardoned. We already know that they have, you know, brother has actually been charged and is doing time for SAing a female. And then husband also had claims of that as well. So understand, I believe that Nicki is really in a dark space. She's been in a really dark space for a while now, and a lot of her fans are just not wanting to acknowledge that, but it's definitely showing, okay? So this album, when Cardi B first came out with her album, she told everybody that she was going to be putting out an album, I believe, in January or February. Then I believe the album went to March. So now she's coming out and saying there's another change. Nicki will not be releasing her album while posting photos and then talking about a Jay-Z situation. So, we're going to get all into that. Let's go ahead and get down to what the New York Times had to say about this shenanigans. After a joint appearance with Donald Trump, this week, the rapper Nicki Minaj flaunted what appeared to be a pricey gift that caught the attention of the hip hop and immigration advocacy communities alike. She posted an image of Trump Gold Card, the expected visa offered to those willing to pay 1 million. But Minaj, who just hours before said she was Trump's number one fan, suggested that she had not spent a dime. She posted, well, Miss Minaj posted alongside the image of the card bearing Trump's face alongside the Statue of Liberty, finalizing that citizenship paperwork as we speak as per my wonderful, gracious, charming Trump, added Naj, who also said previously that she had came to the United States illegally. I wouldn't have done it without you. And if it was not clear enough, Trump card free of charge, she wrote alongside an image of a horror film character, Chucky, giving the middle finger. The post prompted questions. Had a Grammy nominated rap star and one of Trump's newest political allies cultivated and backlogged immigration system to receive a luxury visa for free? Turns out all Minaj got was a gold colored card bearing Trump's face. A White House official. Now this is how they played her. Came right back and played her ass like the puppet she's being. Speaking on the condition of anonymity to describe the gift, said the gold card was simply a memento rather than a visa document. Despite her flexing the card, would probably serve little value to Minaj, who already appears to have legal status. A Homeland Security Department official speaking on the condition to clarify the gold card gift said Minaj had been a legal permanent resident for roughly 2 decades, meaning she was already eligible to petition for citizenship. The gold card, which officially debated last month, is available to would-be immigrants for a non-refundable $15,000 processing fee after applicants are vetted and approved by Homeland Security. They have they then have to pay the 1 million to obtain residency in the US and become lawful permanent residents. Immigrant advocates have denounced the program, saying it will unfairly prioritize the admission of wealthy individuals, while some have questioned the legality of the visa program. But in her post on Wednesday, Minaj, who is originally from Trinidad and Tobago and was raised in Queens, said she was finalizing her citizenship paperwork, meaning she already has lawful permanent residency. Her representatives did not respond to requests for comment or clarification on her immigration status or what she thought she was gaining by receiving the gold card. Regardless, the White House was quick to celebrate Minaj. Oh, she's super based, according to the White House X account of Minaj's song Super Bass, and a slang word used to describe a bold move or someone who projects discharge for disregard, for how others feel about their actions. Minaj's new role as a darling of MAGA is striking, giving her past criticism of Trump's policies. In a 2018 post on Facebook, Minaj noted that she came to the country illegally and took direct aim at Trump's zero tolerance policy of separating migrant children from their parents. I can't imagine the horror of being in a strange place and having my parents stripped away from me at the age of 5. At that time, alongside an image of a migrant child laying on mats in the detention center. This is so scary to me. Please stop this. Can you try to imagine the terror and panic these kids feel right now? She has taken on a different tone since then. Okay, in November, Minaj appeared at the United Nations event to speak in support of Trump disputed claim that Christians were being systematically targeted in Nigeria. Her support was prompted J.D. Vance to weigh in on Minaj's rivalry with the rapper Cardi B. Vance has said this on social media. Minaj made a surprise appearance on stage with Erica Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk, at Turning Point, gathering last month in Arizona, and praised Trump and Vance. The administration is full of people with heart and soul, Minaj said. And on Wednesday, Minaj appeared with Trump at an event celebrating a new savings and investment program for children. She said that the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more, Minaj said as Trump smiled behind her. Let me tell y'all, Nicki has been trash. I've never liked her music. Never. Okay. Nicki has been trash. This is who really Nicki is. Nicki just goes with whatever is rocking at the moment. Okay. So this with Nicki saying she getting on this boat with the Trump organization and what they got going on. We all know, honey, that her husband and the brother has issues that she's most likely trying to get them to take care of over there for her. Okay? And I think that this is really what it's all about at this point. Okay? She is not Trump's number one fan, and we all know that because she's even talked shit about Melania ass having no fucking brains at all. Okay, if you go back, I don't know. There's a clip about that, and if I'm able to find it, I'll end up pulling it up. But I just feel like right now she is just mad at the world. She's been unhinged and mad at the world for a minute. Okay, and so this is what you get from an unhinged
The president's number one fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work, okay? He has a lot of force behind him, and God is protecting him. Amen.
You could tell it's so forced. It's all so forced.
Thank you. Thank you.
All so forced and all at a price, all at a price of people. Notice how Nicki but didn't even speak up when those people were killed on that boat, supposedly talking about they had drugs down there, and those were her people over there in Trini or something of nature. My thing is, this is what these people do. This is what the industry is really about, and they are a bunch of liars. Now, I'm not saying Democrats, Republicans, I'm saying all and all. When you start sticking politics inside of the world of wanting to also be a Nicki Minaj, this is what happens, and a Donald Trump. Okay, so Nicki, again, I'm telling y'all, she has announces that there will not be a releasing of her album, but she had some shit that she was posting about Jay-Z, Tiny. So she says, "Are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a form of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story times, since I was trying to not say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying. The only people that we see bullying, Nikki, is you, as I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated and until I tell you about all the sabotage this Rico is finding out about Billboard." So let me tell y'all, at this point, I think and people don't want to fuck with her. You understand? Because supposedly you was dropping the album, which means that contracts were already negotiated. Now you trying to get a renegotiation, but what the people is telling you is we don't want to put no fucking money behind you until you finish the sabotaging of yourself that you're trying to do. And it looks like it's really, really heading in that way, y'all. It looks like she is going to end up sabotaging yourself. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate them and kill them. Why I can't say that word? God, my gullah is really coming out. Them as a form of blood sacrifice to their God. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. Then she goes on to post, "They sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about abuse that is I suffered. They've been trying to stall on all my projects in hopes I lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. Their leaders still think it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. I told y'all to leave me alone. Now you'll understand why you should have just sat there and taken your meds." No, honey, I think that's you, Nikki. Maybe I should discuss the brainwashing techniques they use. At the end of the day, I've been seeing Nikki do all the bullying. But here's Joy Reid speaking on it as well. She made some great points.
What did you think about Nicki Minaj?
Listen, speaking of undocumented people, this lady came here. And by the way, we share a birthday, so it's a little weird that we always we've had beef before. So I was a fan of her music. I think she's a musical talent. I mean, just like Kanye West, these are talented musicians. Nobody should never listen to anything she says other than just her music. This lady came here at 5 years old, undocumented. She understands what it's like to be undocumented. Grew up in this city. She's deportable because she definitely was undocumented originally. She is a Trinidadian. She didn't say anything about the killing of those Trinidadian fishermen. I'm quite sure the people in Trini noticed that she doesn't seem to care about her people. And the idea of sucking up to Trump, not long after you said you don't want a Melania because you don't want a weak woman, right? You don't want somebody that's just
Right.
sucking up to the president. And after you criticized his deportation policies yourself, and now all of a sudden you're kissing his ass.
What do you think happened?
I think she has a brother and a husband
Okay.
who've got some serious legal issues around pedophilia. Particularly her brother, who's serving 25 to life or something for the violation of a child or of children. And I think she's thinking, how I could get a pardon? I'll go be friends with the Turning Points USA people. I'll kiss Trump's ass and dance his ass, and maybe I'll get pardons, and maybe I won't get deported. I mean, my cynical self says that she's trying to protect herself, her brother, and her husband from the administration by kissing their ass.
Yep.
What did you think about Nicki
That's
Minaj?
exactly what she's trying to do, protect herself and get people off. So Tasha K had posted Jay-Z is named in the Diddy files, Epstein files, and Weinstein files. But somehow he is the only one innocent. Yes, that's why he's building a home in UK, just like Russell Simmons built one in Bowie. Let me tell you, I've heard Cat Williams say for years now. I follow Cat Williams because he is the best comedian. He is my comedian. When I go to a comedian, okay? And Cat Williams has says this for years that they have been bullying these bunkers. He's been saying the other side has been doing it. But I also believe that these other folks that have access to money as well, um, as doing it as well. These people are building homes outside of the U.S. so that when times like this come upon us, they are able to get the hell out of fucking Dodge. And it's because there's a lot going on in the industry that a lot navigates over into politics, and really the two should not be mixed, especially when you're talking about billionaires and millionaires. They're only going to do what's best for their money and their family. So everybody has been on Nicki Minaj's head. So Trevor, the Grammys was as well over the weekend, and so Trevor had some things to say.
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is she is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nicki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look at it. Look at it, baby. Jennifer, Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here.
So yo, Nikki had took, she tried to do her thing last night as well by taking over the Grammys. When I say take over the Grammys, literally tweeting like, Donald Trump does. She started tweeting about several things last night. And one of them, she wanted to play a true or false game. Okay. So she says Jay-Z dated Foxy Brown when she was 15 and took her virginity when he was 23. Jay-Z was going out with Aaliyah when she was 15, 16, 17, and he was 26, 27, 28. Jay-Z met Beyonce at 16 and started dating her when she was 18, 19, and he was 30. Jay-Z signed Rihanna at 16, and she said in an interview, Child. Well, that part is cut off, honey. But she trying to say that, allegedly Jay-Z is a hot mess too. Is what Nikki is trying to say. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cults where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood, however, the jig is up. Are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Also, I won't be releasing an album until that contract is renegotiated. So I'm wondering as well if she still has contracts under Jay-Z and that's why it can't get pushed. So Nikki has took it to Twitter to also say that, you know, the things that have been happening in the background and what she's trying to say in the background, things that we can't see, things that we're not privy to, things that the news doesn't know. Lauren went and did some research. Lauren from the Breakfast Club, and she says here's what most important to note about the Jay-Z Pusha T Epstein reporting that are buried in most coverage but should be headlines. The mention of Jay-Z and Pusha T did not come from Epstein's personal records at all, didn't even come from anything that was corroborated or verified by law enforcement. Jay-Z and Pusha T were named in a tip via a hotline to the FBI. This was uncorroborated. Claim could have come from anyone at any time via this hotline. These claims were never investigated by authorities. Responsible Doubt, Jay-Z's Do It album had just dropped in June of 96. The report that mentions Jay-Z and Pusha T also mentioned AG Barr was in the AG in 1994. He wasn't. He served from 1991 to 93 as Attorney General. More details on this, on his time in the seat here. And then Lauren also says there is also a random report from the same non-verified intake tip line that mentions allegations against a Marshall Mathers. Eminem is Marshall Mathers' third. Allegations in this report also mention Epstein, Diddy, and Marilyn Manson. So she's coming back to say that some of the research have not been adding up, and it's simply because they've been coming in off of triple lines that people could pretty much call in and say anything. Somebody in the comments say if you were around in 1996, you knew the Jay-Z mention was bullshit. If you know, you know. We already knew Jay was safe, but what we don't know is why 50 keep going for us when they are right there. People want Jay to fall so badly. Only people running the hardest in this is a black people. I can't stand us sometimes. All right. So y'all know she had also called for Don Lemon's arrest. Okay, and Don Lemon had talked shit back to her. That he's not backing down, and I don't blame him.
You called for Don Lemon's arrest over his church stunt in Minneapolis. He's since called you racist, unhinged, homophobic, and out of your depth. Anything you'd like to say to Don Lemon?
Cocksucker, stop.
Child, at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj is beefing with everybody because here she is talking shit about Lizzo and Chrissy Teigen. Everyone knows Chrissy Teigen has had a dick allegedly. Laugh my fucking ass off. Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. So now she has loose skin and a flop album and a weird charge. Sheesh. Any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. They're showing people that it's okay to disrupt a church during worship. This is how they truly feel about you. The veil is lifted, no morals, no integrity. It's not enough for them to have an opinion. They've escalated to physical intrusion of places of worship. The demons inside of them are so bothered all the time. No, the demons inside of you is bothered all the time. They're flying in immigrants to vote because they renege. What? Oh, they reneged on all the promises they made to African Americans and no longer get the African American vote by default. So this is when, the election time, Cardi B, a lot of these stars, a lot of these celebrities did try to get out here and did try to warn people about what was coming, and so did Kamala and Barack Obama. President Barack Obama told everybody, just like Kamala was telling everybody exactly what was going to happen. And it's because they got the memo about what you got to understand. These people have money, so they're getting the memo about what the Republicans are wanting to do, what they're wanting to put on the line. And if you want to sell your soul, the ones that do are moving over there so that they can get the money during his term. Understand this.
President that he knows that I'm never supported him and stuff like that. And it's like I be feeling like I know the White House watches my
You have a platform.
Yes, I have a big platform, so it's like I know they watch it. They listen to what I say. I might not say it the prettiest way, you know what I'm saying? But I know they listen to what I say. I have to speak the lesser evil. I can't. And people thought it was funny. People made fun of my accent. People made fun of my speech. People forgot this. People this, and that. And it's like, y'all gonna see what's funny. Shit ain't funny right now, isn't it? Shit is really tough out here. Right. Then it's like, oh, why y'all not speaking up? I tried to speak up last year. Like I was trying to tell you, I said it in my speech. Like I said it. Everything that happened, I said it in my speech. My hands is in my ass, deep in it. I try to give people a warning, and it's like it is what it is. Like it's like. America is in a very bad place.
Let me tell you, these people always be trying to tell us. You understand? These people be trying to tell us because y'all got to understand some of these people be in these meetings. Some of these people is getting letters and emails about if they're ready to go Republican, if they want to be Democrat. These people are getting these information because they want their money to put behind them. So people in politics want these people behind them. So literally they're telling them. So Jessica Care Moore actually pins a note to Nicki Minaj. And she says, on a stage holding this dictator's hand and smiling when nothing is funny about whatever you sacrificed, gave up, swallowed your dignity, evaporating with every forced smile. What a waste of good weave and acrylic nails. What a disgrace to woman everywhere, that a wild, distorted fraud of a scheme, millions of mics at half mast, mourning the loss of the heart, the beat, the core that makes black art the voice of the people for the people, not a black Barbie standing with a saggy nut pedophile kin at her side. We are the prize, not capitalism side chicks. Our backs already built this country economy. Go write a rhyme about how you turn the devils down. Write poems that show our girls our true wealth. Go read Nicki or Nicki Finney, I promise you, and you will find your self-worth inside their pages. Nicki, don't you know? We are worth more than what they could ever afford to pay any of us. Jessica Core Care. Honey, let your girl know what you think down in the comments about the shenanigans. Thumbs up the video on your way out. Make sure that anybody that has not subscribed, that you get subscribed so that you are notified each and every time your girl comes through. Y'all know I love you. And thank you for watching. Mwah! Talk to you soon.